Weiter geht der Grind.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
This is my first year.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay, was?
Tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class.
Dark Arts class.
Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay, was ist Charms?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a
Das sind natürlich Sachen wie Licht und so, Licht machen oder Revelio und sowas.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and extended trip to the castle. Wahrscheinlich,
We
ja.
did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and...
Ah!
I shouldn't say
Achso,
more.
das meinte er.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself.
So, ich dachte, it's a Dragon Story.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in
Aber
the
Weasley ist ja
basics of
korrekt, deswegen
spellcasting.
passt alles.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Hört sich gut an.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Na, was
Yes,
auch
sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Open map. Okay, diese goldenen Zeichen represent main quests. Will further the story, unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell or level requirement. In this case, you will need to be required level or have required spell to activate the quest. Okay. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as a quest reward. Okay, was ist das hier? Achso, das sind die zwei Classes, die ich habe. Levioso und Accio.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Hier kann ich nicht durch. Oh doch, geht doch. The charmed compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. Oh, okay.
Is that all you've got?
To Sebastian Sallow.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. Ja. Das wissen wir schon. Und go! Levioso!
Levioso!
Yeah!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Geil!
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay, perform basic cast.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Ja.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak. Now, well done. Good. Now, the basics. Well done.
Verstanden,
Very
verstanden.
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll
Wer
start
hat Bock
with
auf
you.
Stress?
Duelist, take your marks.
Time for a
Sebastian.
proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair
Arroganter Sack.
using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego!
I know.
Students with this adept. I do enjoy life.
Ah ja.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Was passiert hier? Ah.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge.
Points to Slytherin. Thank you very
Professor
much.
Hagrid. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel
Find
is
ich
one
cool.
thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
Ey, wie heißt die nochmal?
Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor
Imelda, ja,
Hagrid on a
genau.
duel.
Nice work.
Lumos.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Was ist das unter mir, diese Kiste?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive unsanctioned sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Sagt's
Thank
neben
you,
der Lehrerin.
Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Vielen Dank.
Till next time. Lumos.
First class student.
Revelio.
Ah, hier sieht man dann, was haben wir hier? Ah ja, die ganzen Spells, die man dann benutzen kann. Wow! Wild. Oh, wie weit muss ich denn zur Charms Class?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
Habe ich jetzt hier aber dann die Kiste?
Some of us don't necessarily
Ah, nee.
want him to get back to the lesson.
In Transfiguration, I switched the light.
Was lernen wir hier nochmal?
Here.
Also was für ein Spell?
There is an open seat here.
Thank you very much.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Ah, das fliegt etwas zu mir. Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Sport? Das sieht so geil aus.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay.
Very simply, cast Accio.
Target closer to cast and hold R2, press the sign button to cast as you pull the target closer.
Now, that's it. Don't lose.
Ah, shit.
Very good.
Das gibt's nicht.
Splendid.
Das will ich noch mal machen, das war ja frech. Das war mal so knapp.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2 cannot sein. Was? Ja, okay, aber dann kann ich jetzt rauskicken, oder? Ah, ich hätte länger ziehen müssen. Mann, die ist gut. Ja, ich probiere die wegzunocken. Ich muss länger drücken. Führt mit 20 Punkten. Der ist zu weit, der ist zu weit. Der fällt runter. Komm. Oh Mann.
You are not making this easy for
Mhm. Mhm. Klatsch-Win. Direkt zeigen hier, wer der Macher ist. Noch mehr challenging? Oh, krass.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Das wird gefährlich.
This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Wenn du jetzt... Ja, es bleibt hängen, bleibt hängen. Wichtig. Nee! Ging trotzdem noch auf die 30. Oh! Was? 50, 50, 50! Ja. Big. Ich muss aufpassen, dass ich mich aber nicht selbst gleich runterhau. Nein! Der Kasten, rette mich! Okay, sie bleibt bei 40, 30 meine ich. Ah! Oh Gott! Egal, aber ich bin genau in der Mitte von denen. Kicke weg. Oh, ist jetzt so Glück. 60. Ich könnte... Ich meine, ich habe jetzt sowieso schon gewonnen. Oh, ich bin bei der 50! Yeah! Let's go.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Das war eine geile Klasse.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
It gets easier, I promise. Ja, das ist nett.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is magic the same?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Yep.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Nettes Mädel.
You can use Accio on
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
Oh?
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Vielen Dank, Professor Roman. Und abgeschlossen. So. Schauen wir mal, was wir jetzt noch machen können hier auf der Map. Side quests are now available. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as black flag and discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP but do not advance the main story. South Wing. Können wir uns hier importen? Ah. Ich wollte porten. Da muss ich nicht so lange laufen. Warte, ist das jetzt der richtige Wegpunkt? Ach, weil das so komisch liegt alles. Aber da war noch eine Sidequest. Ach, ich drück die falsche Taste. Die andere habe ich ja gar nicht gesehen, die ist ja hier. Hier 2 sogar. Ich glaube, das ist näher. Dann mache ich die zuerst. Der Ladescreen. So. Nice! Das hat mich gerade an Spider-Man erinnert. In The Amazing Spider-Man konnte man das machen. Use? Das ist relativ gruselig, muss ich gestehen. Dann machen wir Rebellion und dann siehst du das.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Hast du wahrscheinlich recht.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Ja, weil ich habe im Unterricht aufgepasst.
Do come and find me
Aus
if
dem
you
Weg.
stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Ja, danke.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Should look around in case it's nearby.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Ach, krass.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Krass. Mann, das ist so geil, dass man so viel außerhalb noch machen kann. Das Spiel werde ich so safe auf Platin spielen.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I'm not telling.
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you jest.
Surely you just... I'm not...
You should have worked it out on your own.
You have
Yeah.
nerve. Especially since I'm the one who told you about it in the first place.
Aber du wusstest die Sprüche nicht. Also lass mich in Ruhe.
Solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling me the answer.
Relationship Quest. Ah. Dann mag sie mich jetzt nicht mehr. So, wir haben Ausrüstung bekommen. Ha? Doch, haben wir doch bekommen, oder? Inventory. Ah, das war einfach was bei Collection. Okay. Die nächste Sidequest war auch hier noch nebendran, ja. Gold.
I really have made a mess.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
But I must confuse the Latin word for feather then with bird in my
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I'd collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay. Dann suchen wir mal. Ah, ich muss hier rein.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Lumos. Revelio.
Was ist das Geräusch? Ah.
Revelio.
Da veräppelt mich doch irgendwas gerade. Was haben wir hier?
What are you up to now?
Gehen wir gerne nach oben, weil da war eins der Bücher.
Revelio.
Mhm. So.
Professor Weasley said she'd help me. But she's tired of finding partially transfigured items about the classroom.
Oh, da war's doch.
Revelio.
Ach, aber diesmal hier sehe ich nichts. Was? Ist ja wieder eine Motte, die fehlt? Diesmal konnte ich da nicht durchgucken. Drei von 5.
Revelio.
Krass. Ich dachte gerade aus dem Augenwinkel, hätte ich da was flackern sehen. Revelio. Man wird direkt belohnt. Da war doch was. Da habe ich doch gerade was gesehen. Locked. Ist die Bücher gerade umgerannt?
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Okay, was steht hier? Today was a good day, that is, until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lace wing flies. He is such a menace. Think he knows everything there's to know about potions, always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Gareth ist also der Nephew of Weasley. Okay.
Revelio.
Also hier müsste es close noch eine Motte geben und ein Buch müssen wir noch finden. Die Frage ist aber wo? War da nicht... Das ist locked. Aber oben habe ich doch alles gecheckt. Ah, das ist das Schloss gewesen. Ah. Das war einfach. Ach, das war's gar nicht. Das war gerade nur eine Field Page.
Revelio. That's the last book.
Nice.
Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio.
Ich will noch ganz kurz zu diesem einen... Von wo kommt dieses komische... Huh.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you go. Oh, perhaps a reward. Come.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading.
Solving a riddle that I mentioned, and then not telling me the answer. Practically competing with Imelda to see who's a more
Ja, ist doch okay jetzt. Sei froh, dass ich dir geholfen habe. Was war das gerade jetzt schon wieder? Ich finde eine Menge gerade, muss ich sagen. Let's go. Ach, krass.
Revelio.
Okay, aber jetzt machen wir mal die nächste Sidequest. Oh, da müssen wir hinlaufen. Oh, das passt. Okay. Einen Besen unter den Füßen wegschnappen. Boah, sieht das geil aus.
Revelio.
Oh!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
These peas will make me late.
He tried to stop me, the rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc.
Revelio.
It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed.
Ah, da hinten ist noch eine Truhe. Und hier noch. Okay, in die Truhe können wir nicht rein. Ja, okay, und die andere ist auch drin. Wenn ich diese Schlüsselgeräusche... Ist hier was in der Nähe?
Revelio.
Nice. Oh.
It was an accident.
Über mir ist eine Truhe. Oh!
Revelio.
Okay, nice. Geil, die Truhe haben wir als das jetzt auch. So.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there. Leviosa.
Alter, geil! Sebastian.
Revelio.
Hier kommen wir noch nicht rein.
Can I help you?
Was ist
Sebastian
Lucen?
told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I take him down a peg. That's nice to hear.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all.
Well, that's me.
To liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Claro, wunderbaro.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make
Okay,
you regret signing up.
Boah. Was bist du, eine Studentin? Du siehst aus wie eine Lehrerin. Okay, break through yellow shields with control spells. Yellow like the Leviosa Leviosa. Target R3 locked. Und mit dem rechten Stick, links, rechts können wir andere anvisieren. Verstanden. Hey. Ah, du Drecksau. Ah, okay, die haben jetzt eine Recovery Time. Easy top.
What to do?
Oh, das hat so viele Combo-Potenzial. Das
Sebastian
Game.
wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
Danke.
Hope to see you back here again.
3 von 3 Sidequests completed, nice. Level 5. Truhe.
Revelio.
Komme ich hier rein? Was war das denn?
Revelio.
Ey. Geil, einfach auch, man wird auch belohnt, wenn man einfach ein bisschen rumschaut. Nice. Okay, haben wir noch irgendwelche Sachen hier? Sidequests? Ich glaube nicht. Wir haben alle 3 gemacht. Meet Professor Weasley in the Transfiguration Classroom.
Revelio.
Also auch vor solchen Türen, Schränken. Aber auch... Was sehe ich denn hier überall? Warte, ich nehme mal den Schnellreisepunkt nehme ich hier mit. Okay, ich will jetzt nicht zu weit weglaufen. Den Schnellreisepunkt habe ich. Das ist doch jetzt irgendein Lehrer, oder? Na, okay, ist einfach eine Katze.
Revelio.
Das ist riesig. Ach krass. Oh!
Revelio.
Über mir ist eine Kiste. Oh, die will ich haben. Ah, das ist doch wieder was ich... Okay, doch nicht. Noch eine Katze. Noch eine hinten dran. Was ist das hier? Katzencafé. Ja, feini. Katzenliebhaber. Wenn Katzen immer so werden. Die sind so unberechenbar. Ups, ich wollte Reveal machen.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
Was macht der denn schon wieder hier?
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Leviosa.
Revelio.
Nice. So viele gibt's hier. Ey, was war das? Okay, mit dem kann ich nicht interagieren. Okay, ein Schnellreisepunkt. Ah, ich dachte gerade. Was haben wir hier? My dear Satyavati, you'll be pleased to hear that I received word from contacts at Cambridge who considered that they had in fact been incorrect in their understanding. Meteor showers, okay.
Revelio.
Gut, das war's jetzt, glaube ich, soweit hier. Dann können wir auch wieder zurückgehen. So. Schnellreisepunkt, nice. Ey, dich kennen wir doch schon. Katzen miauen.
Revelio.
Warte, ist hier nicht eine Kiste? Hm.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ui.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
To your travels here that you've told me, isn't there? No.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a STRELER. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
Ich meine, die weiß doch safe, dass da mehr
I've
war.
asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Far superior. Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Nettie? Natsai ist cool. Sie ist auch nett und so. Sebastian ist arroganter, aber dadurch, dass er merkt, dass ich stark bin, findet er mich auch ganz nice. Komm, Nettie.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. Okay, er ist schon hier. Kann ich einen der Vögel schnappen? Oh, ne.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The Mending Charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio. Got it.
Ja, Reparo. Wo ist Reparo? Habe ich den jetzt noch nicht bekommen? Ich muss nach oben was.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Brilliant.
Soll ich in der Lage sein, die Mission zu machen, oder wie?
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Ach, das erste Mal, dass man auch andere Tasten drücken muss, außer X. Reparo! Okay, management can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It's allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Nice. So. Hier war noch eine Sidequest. Und die machen wir dann auch beim nächsten Mal direkt weiter. Warte, ist das eine Truhe? Ja. Die nehme ich noch mit. Ey! Ach, das ist so eine Truhe, die mich nicht mag, oder was? Geh auf! Kann ich reparieren, weil du so... Ja, der ist so genervt. And I'll help you. Aber beim nächsten Mal. Zu gut. Zu gut.